Happy birthday! Guys, 1 year ago today we uploaded our first ever video. That video didn't really do too well. We built mini Lego and it was a little bit but nonetheless, it was the start of Ballistic Bricks as we know it. So for the last year we've gone on this adventure together. We've started the city, we've built loads of different sets, worked with loads of different companies, and had a very exciting year. And this second year is going to be so much bigger than the first year. We've got so much more planning going on. And I thought today, to celebrate the 1 year anniversary, I'd show you some of the behind the scenes of what goes behind making my videos, my setup, and all the different rooms that I'm keeping my Lego in and stuff. I thought I'd give you guys a proper insight to, you know, what I'm looking at, what's going on, and not just this desk and, the city itself, like what goes on around that. We've got some really exciting stuff coming up in the next few weeks, whether that be builds, trips, and more city stuff. It's going to be coming thick and fast, and we're going to be back to our weekly uploading schedule for the time being. But guys, thank you so much for joining me along this first year. I really couldn't do it without you guys, and I feel like if I didn't have the support I got, maybe I wouldn't even still be going now. The videos have been really great, and it's been a really special experience to have that going on. And I think it's a big reason as to why I want to continue making the videos and to share all the progress. And as I said, in the next few weeks, there will be more uploads. And if you guys want to get early access to those videos so you don't have to wait for the weekly upload schedule, then I actually do have my member scheme back. It's like $1.99 a month, and you get access to videos earlier. You get some exclusive emojis, but most importantly, it just helps me out. It means I can keep making these videos. It shows me the support, and I really appreciate that. So all the links to do that is in the description if you feel like that's something you might want to be part of. But if not, thank you so much for just watching the video anyway. Anyway, let's show you guys the studio, what's going on. And before you guys start judging me because I'm not a professional setup, you got to remember that the whole channel's about being on a budget, so the whole setup's on a budget too. First of all, we have the famous Ballistic Bricks desk. Now, if you guys watched the early videos, we actually didn't have this, and I never intended on having a desk in my room ever. But when the videos started to do a little bit better, I thought, well, I want to start building bigger builds and be able to do them in my room, so I can watch the TV like I often do. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to need a desk. So we actually got this desk last year near the start of the channel, and it's definitely got me through a lot of builds. It's really cool to have, and I'm happy that I ended up getting the desk, and it does add a little bit more to the room. And let's have a look what I'm seeing as I film the videos. So as you can see, my tripod's always set up there, central to where I film, uh, and that's basically where it lives. I don't normally move it that much. And we actually well, not that recently, but a few months ago, I acquired the lamp, and it's mainly for me to be able to see my builds at night, because I tend to build at night more. But it also helps just some general lighting for videos and make sure I'm not always like in the shadows. Now, if we look down, you can see the desk. It's got a lot of space here, a lot of Lego room, and then we have some basic drawers, whether that be just Lego sets that haven't been built yet. And these ones are normally empty. Oh, they actually have some bricks in right now, and they just kind of hold nothing. Early on, I used to use them to like contain some of my bricks, but that made it really difficult to build and then be opening the drawers one at a time just to build, and it made things a little bit more complicated. But yeah, on the windowsill we have a bunch of spare parts from my recent builds. I'm quite lazy with moving them around, so they normally live there for a bit until I'm bothered to sort them. And just in the corner we have some of the smaller Pokemon things that I've never actually reviewed, and also the minifigures that Lego Man Cave sent me. And just next to me here I have a bunch of collection of personal bricks, some instruction manuals, and some just general stuff I've collected from over the years. I've got my minifigures there that Barway sent me a while ago, and just stuff that I've kind of like just in case I ever need them, and it's kind of just a bit of mess to be fair. Now I'm currently working on a project, so I've also got a few more things out that I don't normally have, but I'll show you that as well. Now normally this kind of stuff lives in the Lego room itself where the city is, but I'm working on a bit of a project that you guys will be happy with. You'll probably see it more in this video, and also coming up I'm going to talk about it some more in upcoming videos. But it involves these bad boys, and yeah, it's a whole process. So these are currently out as I work on that. Now, shall we see the messy part? In this space between the tripod and the desk, we have my backlog. Now, originally there was like one set down there that was over here, and as you know, Christmas came up, my birthday came up, I was lucky enough to be given more sets and stuff, and it's eventually built its way up to what it is now. We have absolutely loads of things here, whether it be fake Lego, real Lego sets. We've got like the Jazz Club, the Avengers Tower. We've got some of the architecture sets, the X-Men Mansion, some general vehicles down there, and we've just got so much down here that needs to get built. But well, it will get built, but I'm not sure when because it takes a long time. We even have another parts tray down here where just some more general stuff goes. And yeah, that's kind of like the ballistic bricks corner of my room. Like I do have a normal room as well, but that's kind of where all the magic happens that you guys will mostly see. Now, you guys might notice on some of my new videos, I will be mixing stuff up. I'll be around the room more. I'm trying to make more entertaining stuff, and so more of the room will be utilized. But this is where all the stuff basically happens. It's really annoying. It's actually raining a lot right now, as you can see, and I need to go outside for the actual Lego city. Now, as you leave my room, we basically walk down the corridor and we are then in the kitchen. Now, right now, I'm actually making brownies because, you know, you've got to celebrate the birthday somehow. And this is the kitchen table. You might recognize this from having some other of my builds done on here. I kind of mix it up when I need more space. And you might see what the project was if we look down there, but I won't go into that because that'll be some other videos where I'm going to describe that. But as you can see, this is where all the messy stuff kind of goes when I've got these big builds that I'm kind of working through. I'm sure you guys will have to figure out what this is by looking at it from there. But that's coming up in hopefully a few weeks. And I kind of keep the builds that I've just built and that will be coming out soon along here and until I eventually move them outside. But we need to obviously go outside to go outside, so it makes things a little bit harder to do that. There's the coffee machine, which obviously gets me through stuff, and we can even see sometimes things kept along here, like the big Charmander we built. Still not exactly sure how I'm going to move that one. We're going to need to get ready for this weather outside because to see where the other half of the magic happens, we've got to go to a second location, which isn't amazingly ideal. Let's go outside. So as you can see, it's raining, but we basically travel out here. Oh my god, you might recognize this place from I filmed some videos out here, and this room here is basically the Lego City room that we know. Oh my god, there's puddles and everything, so you can see kind of it's not always nice to go to. And then we open this door, and we are here. Let's turning on the lights. And then now we're in here, we can kind of see what goes on when I actually come in this room and what I'm looking at. So down here we have a lot of like different collections. This is where normally where the brick like the trays are that are in my room right now live. And like we've got like the old Arkham Asylum that's broken up here. We've got some of the old Lego Batman stuff I used to build that's all broken up there. And it's stuff that one day I want to fix, but if I'm honest, I don't see myself ever getting around to it, which is a massive shame. I do really like that stuff, and it's what got me into Lego growing up, but it's just difficult to sort. Then we have the pool table here, which has kind of become a mess. As you can see, we've got like some of the mini builds on here right now. There's like the spare road plate parts that we've not used. We've got some of the display pieces like the Astro Boy set, some minifigures that I still need to incorporate that I've bought at like conventions. And then these are kind of my minifigure like setup things. So I've got my heads there, torsos there, legs there, 4 minifigures that I built there, and like headpieces and stuff there. We've got like a Batman set that came out a few years ago that I built, my Statue of Liberty, which I still really want to put in the city somehow. And then I've got like this, which is the Dagobah set, which I need to fix. I also like to keep some of these as like keepsakes, so it's like my first build with Jay and Bricklayer, the box for that. I've got my old like Simpsons houses and stuff, like the boxes for that. And over here behind the barbecue, that's for some reason in here. with like the Dungeons and Dragons set that I built. That is the set that Les DIY sent me, but the tree broke after I recorded it, so I guess I need to fix that as well, which I'll get around to one day. The massive bear here protects these base plates for some reason, and I don't really know why I have these. I can't really remember how I acquired them. They must have been from a random like Temu order, and this is kind of where a lot of stuff gets dumped. See here, we've got this massive Lego bag, which basically holds a lot of minifigures that I've like ordered from AliExpress and stuff. You might recognize some of those. There's also stuff that I've got from like the Lego store and not really put in yet. And yeah, this is what I put over the city to kind of help dust, but it's not the best use. I kind of want something a bit more stable to put over it, but I'm not really sure what I can use. Then we have some sets that don't get into the city over here, that hopefully will get integrated eventually, but don't just make the cut right now. And we've got some stuff like this will never make the city. These are display things. I'm not so sure about this one. This could maybe make the city one day, but I wouldn't count on it. And this unicorn broke after we recorded the video, so did the car. So it's quite interesting to see that. But at 0.5, you can kind of see how messy this room is and why I really need to sort things out coming into this year. But I really enjoy looking at the city. I think maybe we should take this top off and have a look, because I know that's what the people want to see. Kind of see taking this off is a very delicate process, but some things do get messed up. Now this is currently the city that we're working with right now. Now I don't dislike this at all. I really like what we've done, but it's safe to say this year there'll be big improvements, and that will come in multiple ways. But the biggest way is I'm going to plan things out more, and as you can maybe see, things are going to get a little bit more stable. The roads are going to get better, and you know, if you've heard me talk in some of my other city videos, you'll know how this is getting improved and what I want to do. And if you just like follow along with the channel, you'll see that week to week as I try to improve more. But from here, I must say it still does look really good. Now, of course, there is going to be issues, like we've got little gaps in between some of the buildings here and down there. And, you know, it's definitely something I want to fix. It's something I want to get better at. And it's just a learning process. I don't know if you can hear that rain, but it's coming down really heavy and it's not good. I've got to say, having a whole room just for like the Lego City to expand and grow in is something I'm really fortunate to have right now. Not a lot of people are able to have this much space, and that's why I want to utilize it more this year. Really get better at what we're doing and what the aim is. What I'll do now is I'll show you some of the little details that's going on in the city, but there is some city stuff that I might tell you about after I've shown you. In terms of smaller details, I've got like the owl from Harry Potter up there. We've got Hedwig up there. We've got some little things. We've got like the detective going on near the detective's office with some of the sets, some of the minifigures from the Daily Bugle set carried around. Obviously, we know this is here from the Deadpool versus Wolverine video, which I do kind of want to move. And we like some of this newer stuff. This is just last minute decorated that I haven't properly gotten into yet. We can see these fun hole sets, they come with different minifigures, and I think I'm eventually going to take these out because they don't really fit the vibe of the city. They look very different compared to minifigures over there. Down here we kind of have the Daily Bugle set up, not the Daily Bugle, the Sanctum Sanctorium set up how it is meant to be like in the box art and stuff like that. And then we do still have the little alleyway we made really early on in the city, which is a Daredevil rescuing a guy down there. We still have this music club here, which, oh god, the umbrella's broken. And the theatre right in the corner where Spider-Man is swinging his web. But as we can see down here, there's like no road plate, it's just empty. And that is the benefit of having like dark grey tables, because you can kind of get away from it a little bit. But it's still definitely something I want to improve on. Now, talking about improvement, because it's the 1 year birthday, I'm going to let you guys in on some of what I want to do coming up soon. And I'll let you know what the future videos will be about. So the first big thing which you might have picked up on is Mills plating. Now there'll be loads of videos coming up about what Mills plating is for people who don't know, like maybe my decision and how to do it. But I'm letting you guys know that I am doing it. I finally gave in, but I do need your help still. It's fine for the sets that I haven't built yet. You know, that's easily fixed. Well, not fixed, but easily done. But some of the stuff on here, I'm not sure how to go about. Like this massive Avengers Tower, what am I going to do there? Because I don't think that can be Mills plated because it's so big. I can't detach that from the base plate. That I think that's just going to have to live how it is. Same with like the little Grand Central Station here. It's not the most stable, as we know from the review video. Um, I can't exactly make that into a Mills plate. So does anyone know how to Mills plate things that aren't as stable? Is it just trying to have to rebuild it, you know? Because I want to rebuild like even the police station that we've got down here, which isn't the most stable. But again, I don't want to try and Mills plate it and then the whole thing fall apart on me. The other thing you'll see in a few weeks is I'm going to take everything out of the city. To Mills plate things, obviously I need to take them out and then Mills plate them. So one by one, they will be getting Mills plated, but with more of the emphasis on stuff that is based on real Lego or the actual real Lego itself. Again, I'm a bit scared to do the Daily Bugle because I don't know how that's gonna come apart. But you'll see a video where the city is completely destroyed. We're gonna take everything out and then we'll have some videos planning what will go into the city after that, the layout that we want to go for, and then eventually executing it when everything's ready to go back in. Another big thing I want to do that's been suggested to me is maybe making a background or something. Right now, this room has just been kind of my room that I've vibed about in for a few years. So we have some movie posters and stuff up there. But it's something I want to do more. I'm thinking about maybe making like a background. I love what Brixie's done, where he's got like clouds painted, and that's something maybe I want to consider doing. But it's just something I have to think about first. I also have some new modulars coming in. They're currently on the way. Some of them are, you know, copies of Lego ones that are retired now. I hopefully have some brand deals coming up where I'm getting some modulars that are mocks to come up, which just kind of will, you know, mean the city can be bigger, more improvements. And also for the Mills plating videos, I'm also going to have some videos where I go shopping and show you guys what I'm doing to build Mills plate on a budget, because that's really important to me. I don't have loads of money, and to do this, you know, I want to be able to do it on a budget. I need to definitely look into city landscapes more, and you know, as I'm thinking, is the best way to do things by putting them in blocks where I just have like full buildings, full rows of buildings, or is it better to like do what I'm doing now where I've got like two and then surrounded by roads? You know, there's a lot of stuff that I'm not fully informed on right now and I'd like to be better at. But I've got to say, the city does look really cool. So now you know, this is kind of like the layout of all my, you know, how I make my videos, how I do everything. It's not, you know, the most organized, it's not the cleanest, you know, but it's what I'm working with. Now, I'm hoping it will get better this year, but that's just, you know, I just thought I'd give you guys the proper insight. Thank you to everyone who's been here in the last year to support me. I want to give some major shout outs to a few people. Mr. Ultraman commented on loads of videos, been a great friend, personally actually sent me some alternate Lego from Australia, formerly Coco City, but is now Poco City. Thank you for your support. He's actually a member, which is really nice, and you know, fully support what he's doing, and I strongly recommend to go find his YouTube channel Poco City and check out his stuff because he does some really great stuff too. I know it was Lego Man Cave, but Chris the Fish as well. I'm not sure which name he's going for now, but he's been a great friend of the channel. He sent me some minifigures as we saw earlier, and you know, really helpful to me and a really great guy too. I also want to thank Bomber Coast. Bomber Coast has commented on pretty much every one of my videos, always there, really great guy, and is really big on his alternate Lego. And I think seeing his comments every week is something that I really look forward to. And, you know, help me give me the motivation that even when I take a break, to come back and have people like Bomber Coast there is always really nice. Miss Patty Cat Lady and Frisho Protocol are both also members. So thank you both for giving a little bit of money to help me do this big city and help me do all these videos. You know, stuff like that really goes appreciative. Anyone who just has to be a member, it means so much to me because like people are personally helping me achieve the dream of doing this. I don't know where the channel's going to go because the views go on and off, and that can be scary sometimes. And I'm not going to lie about that, it can be. So just knowing that I have some people who like to stick around and stuff is always really nice to know. Hopefully this year the channel's going to really kick off, and everything that I'm doing, all my big plans, will mean that things go a lot better. But obviously there's never any guarantee with that. You know, the views could drop off a cliff again. Sometimes I think a video is going to do really well, like the Charmander video, and then it doesn't, and that can be scary. So you just don't know where the content will go. But I'm hoping that the improved amount of content that we're making will, you know, show people that I am passionate about this. I want to properly make this city and go from there. But I will keep building nonetheless. So I'm just excited for anyone who is happy to join me for the ride. Thank you for the last year, guys. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. You know, it's been a life-changing year. It's really weird to be able to make content now that people are actually actively watching. So thank you to everyone. Hopefully if you're new, this is your first video, maybe consider sticking around by subscribing or something, because we have so much more coming up, so much more to organize, so much more to build in the city, and just loads of stuff going on. I've been Ballistic Bricks, this is Lego Las Vegas, and that was my whole studio tour. Thank you to everyone again. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye!